I'm in downtown Des Moines, Iowa, immediately after the conclusion of a rally for presidential candidate Ron Paul. The Iowa of the Tiger bloggers have been scrambling all over the state to cover each of the candidates. We've been to almost every major event, and our blog at iowathetiger.com is providing updates and pictures and videos that are being picked up by major outlets all across the nation. Stay in touch with us for updates as we go.
Who have you been seeing?
We've seen Rick Santorum, we've seen Michelle Bachmann, we have seen Newt Gingrich and Mitt Romney as well. We have now seen Senator Rand Paul campaigning with his father, Ron Paul, who is up for the nomination. And tonight we're going to see Rick Perry as well.
And so what do you think of these candidates?
The candidates all have various views on the issues, but it's unclear as to who's going to win the caucus right now. The polls are showing that Mitt Romney is still in the lead, and Santorum is surging from behind in the pack. And Rick Santorum is showing a lot of promise, but it's not sure if he's going to be able to jump Ron Paul for second place or even a victory in the state.
What candidate seems to be generating the best attendance at these rallies?
Ron Paul by far is generating the best attendance and the most energetic crowds. The event that we just attended had a crowd that filled the room to capacity, several hundred people, lots and lots of media outlets here to cover, 24 different stations, international coverage as well. But Santorum is picking up a lot of attention now that he's jumped in the polls, and his events are swelling to a sizable crowds as well.
And why is Iowa so important?
Iowa's important because it's the first caucus in the nation. It's they set the tone. They set the tone for the narrative of the entire race. They will set the tone for fundraising moving forward, and along with the other early states like New Hampshire, Nevada, South Carolina, Florida, they truly determine who will carry the banner going forward into the rest of the primaries and determine who the candidate will be for the Republican Party.
And Cade, you've worked in presidential campaigns in Africa and other political campaigns. How does what you're seeing in Iowa differ from other campaigns you've been involved in and seen?
The organization is something that is unrivaled. There's always crowds, there's always supporters, but the forward game, these candidates try to cover 99 counties, 2,000 caucus precincts in a matter of weeks, and so they're moving quickly. This last event we attended, a crowd of 300 or 400 people assembled to see one candidate speak merely for 15 minutes, and then the candidate is off on the road going to the next event. And so you have to play catch up and see how many you can see and follow them on the campaign trail. That's a grueling pace, to say the least.
And so finally, do you have a prediction about who's going to win this thing?
It seems that Mitt Romney would be able to hold on to his lead due to the ground game that he had in place from the 2008 campaign, but they have very strong showing from Ron Paul supporters, which they have definitely. There's an enthusiasm gap between his supporters and some of the other supporters, and you never know what will happen on caucus night. And then there's also the wild card of how long the surge by Santorum can last.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Cade.
Thank you.